Alrighty, hello and welcome to the Great Wall. This is part C where we create our formula. I love this part. And we started off by creating our growth pattern, and we used the first three sections and followed that pattern to create our fourth section. Then we moved on and we created a T-chart here to discover how many blocks were needed for each section. And then we discovered our iterative function and used that to solve for the seventh figure, and that would need 38 blocks. We discovered our iterative function is plus 5, which is related to the coefficient because your coefficient is s times 5, right? And then we colored the coefficient in blue, right? And we colored the constant in red. And now we're all set to create our formula. And for the formula, you always are going to start off with your iterative function here, and it's going to be s times the iterative function, right? In this case, s times 5. So let's go ahead and write the s times 5 right there. And then you're going to add in your constant, right? So we add the plus 3, and bam, right there, my friends, is your formula. Now this should work for any section number. If you wanted to figure out the number of blocks needed for any section number, you could use this formula, plug in the section number, and it would tell you how many blocks were needed to build that section. But before we go on with that, we've got to test it and make sure that it works 3 times. If it works 3 times, then we know that it will work for all of them. And we're going to test it against section 5, 6, and 7. So let's do that right now. And here we have section 5, so I plugged in the formula, right? S times 5 plus 3. Then I plugged in section 5 for the S, and 5 times 5 plus 3. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 3 gives you 28, and bam, as you see, that agrees with section number 5 here on our T-chart. So we know that this one is correct. Super, that's 1 of 3. We got to do 2 more. And right here we have section 6, my friends. So I plugged in the formula, s times 5 plus 3. Then I plugged in 6 for the section number, 6 times 5 plus 3. 6 times 5 is going to give you 30 plus 3, and 30 plus 3 is going to give you 33. And look here, my friends, bam, that is correct for section number 6. So let's go ahead and put a big old star right under this one, and I love it. Let's move on and do our last one and make sure that it works 3 times for section number 7. And here we have it, my friends, section 7. So I started with the formula s times 5 plus 3. Then I plugged in 7 for the section number, 7 times 5 plus 3. 7 times 5 gives you 35, plus 3 gives you 38, and bam, look at that, my friends. It works yet again. So that is 3 times in a row that it worked. So now we know that this formula right here will work for any section number that we need to figure out how many blocks are needed for that section number. Superb, my friends. Hey, as always, if you made a mistake anywhere along the way, no worries at all. Simply pause the video, fix your mistake. That is the fastest way to learn. Until next time, which is going to be in about a second here, because hopefully you're already done with this problem, and now you're going to watch the 4th video for part D, and I'll see you then. Take care.